I'm on a mission to travel 100 countries in the world, and this is my 20th country, Poland. Took a bus to Auschwitz from the city of Auschwitz's train station, and video footages of Auschwitz were shown. Auschwitz had many interesting things to see. Conglomeration of ashes, chemical used in gas chambers, chemical can used in gas chambers, victim spectacles, Jewish prayer cloth, crockeries, luggage with birth name, shoes, brushes, and shoe waxes. Those disabled were sent to the gas chamber immediately as they are deemed obsolete to work for the Germans. There were electric barbed wires to prevent people from escaping. Lights, walls, and toilets were preserved in its original state. We were also shown places where prisoners undressed before they die and places where they were executed either by hanging or gunshot. Some hanging poles were in the public as a form of deterrence for the rest who tried to rebel. They also showed us the gas chamber and places where they put the gas cans in. Those bodies were then burned and buried in this frozen lake. Before the bodies were burned, hairs were shaven to make pillows. These hairs were shown to us in the museum, but photos cannot be taken out of respect for the deceased. I also did not take photos of the prisoner of wars hung on the wall, as it was too creepy. Towards the later part of the Holocaust, prisoners will be given numbers instead of photos to save cost. They also showed us the train where people were squeezed in to be transported to Auschwitz, which some eventually died because it was too squeezy and breathless. In addition, we were shown the sleeping areas. They slept on the wooden planks. The bottom was the worst positions, as people with diarrhea sleeping on top might have their wet feces float down to the bottom, and those sleeping on the bottommost had the coldest floors in winter. Prisoners were also punished by standing barefooted on the icy cold -18 degrees Celsius ground with just a striped pajamas on. They were then high-class prison cells with bed for more talented people who could entertain the guards by singing. Eventually, the person who started all these atrocities were hung to death here.